Hold on, I gotta see. Gotta get my mixing stats here, so I know what things are going on. Yes. Excellent. Let's move you over this way. Move you there. Move you here. That should work. That looks good. Alright, sorry guys. Hi everybody. Welcome back. Another night of Fallout New Vegas. We're going to be doing this till I can get out of here. That's what we're going to be doing. Yeah, I haven't been streaming in a couple of days. And there's a good reason for it. I was rebuilding my entire computer. When I say rebuilding my entire computer, I mean like literally rebuilding my entire computer. Okay. Yeah, you caught me in less than a minute. How you doing, Vulcan? No, I have spent the last 3 days rebuilding my machine. Sadly, I lost my Linux drive, so I don't have that anymore. I was forced to install Windows, so I'm back on Windows, unfortunately. That's probably a temporary situation. My chat is in slow mode. I did not. Oh, because the shield mode is on. Hold on a second. How do I turn this off here? Turn off. There we go. That should fix it. I'm still getting things tweaked here, guys. But yeah, I've rebuilt my machine. Nice. Yeah, I didn't realize that that was active, and now that I realize it, we're sitting pretty now. So yeah, I'm off of my 5K Ryzen. I'm on my 7K Ryzen now. I've got the Ryzen 7600X. I'm still sporting the 280 video card, and I've got to say, this is just, I mean, this thing is running smooth as silk. I have really liked how this thing is running. I'm getting like stupidly awesome frames per second in Red Dead Redemption. I'm getting great frames per second in a lot of my games. I mean, it's made a huge difference. As much as I loved that 5K, this 7K is a lot better. How are you hitting me? You can't be hitting me. But, yeah. So we're running on that now. I got a new motherboard, new processor, new memory. Had to pick up a new M.2 drive because my other one just took a header. We've got, I mean, just tons of glorious speed on this thing. I've got some new fans coming because I've got to fan out this case. I went back to an old case that I had a few years ago, a little cube case, because the case that I had my 5K in was an ITX case. And yeah, this new motherboard's a micro ATX, and I figured, you know what, I'm going to give my son all my 5K stuff, get him off of his Intel board that was on the way out, and get him back up to snuff there. And I'm going to put all my 7K stuff in this, and we're doing fantastic. I am a happy camper. But I've been slowly getting stuff set back up and moving forward here so that I could at least stream tonight. I really wanted to stream last night, but I was having a few issues with some. I don't know what program did it, but one of the programs went in and underclocked my CPU to like 1.01 volt, and it was causing all sorts of stability issues. I was actually really upset that it was running as unstable as it was and getting slightly irritated. I was starting to use some really, really bad words. But I finally figured it out and realized, oh crap, it was a software that did it. Got it squared away, and this thing has been running smooth as silk ever since. Just because the motherboard manufacturer tells you to install the software doesn't mean you should. I mean, it's a lesson I've always known, but I mostly had downloaded that software so that I could get the drivers downloaded easy. Yeah, it doesn't work. It changed something. I mean, it was bad. So, welcome back. Happy Thursday. How's everyone doing? Enough about me. Let's get on to you guys. We're wandering the wastelands again. I don't know exactly where we're going to be going. I seem to think that we had another Quajon up over here. Yeah, we got to go up to the Forbidden Zone. We've already been up there before. But did we have anything else? Find all of the audio samples for the jukebox. Field research. And that's leading us up here to where we've got to go anyway. So we're going to fast travel up there. Oh, jeez! Dropped me right on it, didn't it? Oh my gosh. Where'd they go? What? They running from me? They scared? He can't shoot me. Shot him in the butt. Alright. So how's everybody doing? How you doing, Vulcan? How's things in your neck of the woods? Am I crouched? No, this is just a really big door. Oh, crap!
Time to fight.
Ooh, sheesh!
Fighting over. Sneaking done. Fighting now. That's all.
Alright, so he's dosing me with radiation.
Time to fight.
Let's go ahead and go in here. And let's do some Rad X. Give us some Rad resistance. Let's stab ourselves with some Psycho for some damage resistance. Wonder how well they could track us with Stealth Boys. I don't think I can use much else. What other weapons do I have that are gonna hit harder than the Gauss rifle? I mean, it's 152, But I think these things have energy resistance. See, that's 77. What's my material rifle? That's 64. That has more. And hit it with the hollow rifle. It's a faster firing weapon too. I've made it mad.
Is that all?
Alright, let's heal up here. Oh, I should have done that. Energy resistance fires. I don't know why I didn't do the atomic cocktail. And those are all healed up. Oops.
I bet no one has ever been as unnoticed as me.
Right. Not sure if I should have hopped down here or not. What are these? Oh, that's what's left of the scorpion. Yeah, we'll take it. Why not? What could possibly go wrong? Ooh, right away. Items, apparel. Not damaged enough. Okay. How much radiation did I take? Ooh, I should probably hit myself with some Radaway. Oh, that's rad resistance. I think we should be okay. Carry me home. Carton O's. Oh, there was a coffee mug. Gotta keep Muggy happy. Bottle cap, some sarsaparillas. Alright, let's go in here. I think we need weapons and we need to repair this guy here. Really? So many things that I can't replace. Oops. Hit escape every single stinking time, guys. Every time. You should just know by now when I go into my freaking Pip-Boy, I'm gonna hit escape. Yes, please. I am over encumbered because I am a big fat guy. Let's see here. What could we use to party time in the city? Yeah, that'll take care of it. Okay. Oh, you know what? I never opened the vending machine. Now I'm 3 pounds over. I mean, I guess I could probably drop some of these weapons that I don't need. Damage for strike. Damage to 123. That's 94. I should have offloaded some of this stuff when I was back there. I don't need that one. I don't have anything that I need to repair right now. So that freed up some weight. I probably don't need this. You know what, though? We're actually going to pick you guys up. We're going to put you guys in the footlocker. Because that makes a lot more sense than just dropping them on the ground. Drop him off. Let's drop you off. And we're going to go in here. We're going to drop you off and drop you off. Okay, that freed some weight up there. That's good enough for now. Escape every single stinking time. Where's my sonic weapon? My sonic screwdriver. Backup generator log. Incredible strain on the giant robot scorpion generator. Dang thing shut down right in the middle of weapons testing. I pushed for reducing the laser's output by 25%. Instead, they slapped a backup generator onto the scorpion. Dangerous, if you ask me. The systems weren't designed to handle the power from two systems at once. And if some rookie tech fires up the backup generator too early, well... He left us hanging. Well, what? Oof. Grab the ammo. Arc flash driving me nuts. Okay. Let's go. I don't think I missed anything in here, did I? Alright. Oh, by the way, if I don't see you tomorrow, happy St. Patty's Day, everybody. Now that we got that out of the way. I don't know if I'm getting chat messages anymore now that I've turned that thing off. Sonic emitter. There we go. Okay, you need to go to bed. It's 8 o'clock. Good night.
Good night. We're playing new games.
Bottle cap. Don't take cups. Bottle cap, pre-war money. I think my dog's trying to work its way in here. Bottle caps. Microfusion cell. I guess we're picking up an empty bottle in the process. Bottle cap. Grab the coffee mug, because that's what we do now, I guess. Is this the rest of that? Man, that thing kind of went everywhere, didn't it? Fusion cells. Yes. There's a pencil. There's another pencil. And another pencil. It's in the cabinet of the filing. I'm no longer psycho, but that's still up in the air. Oh, what do you mean? Is something going on with my stream, or is it just, Because I've had some people tell me that, my stream will, like, run and then stop, and then run again and stop, and they can hear audio, but they can't hear anything else, so I'm not sure what's, Or your Firefox is just broken. May have to hit the big old reset button. Take the buff out. Bottle cap. That's a full sunset. Yes. Remember all those problems I was having? Yeah. Well, I've been expecting this Ryzen 7 stuff for a while. I've had the processor sitting here for a little bit, and the motherboard and stuff was all coming, and apparently my Linux drive decided it wanted to go on permanent hiatus. So, yeah, I waved bye-bye to that and got myself a nice 7 terabyte drive, and here we are. But I opted to reinstall Windows on it because that was it's just one of the fastest things. And if things go the way I want them to go, I'm going to have Windows on my desktop anyway because my job is going to require it. So, not that I couldn't have had a dual boot system, but if I was going to be spending all my time in Windows, I wanted that to be my primary OS. And I've got a second drive on here that I'm going to eventually put all my Linux back on it as well. But let's see if we can decode this. There's 5 out of 9. Not a single one of those. Well, there's 3. Convicted, huh? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It could be that. No, it can't. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Can't because I've got 6 letters there. Continued. 1, 2, 3, 4, but we're missing the 5th on that. Yeah, we're missing the 5th letter. Because the N and the L, the T and the L, the I and the E, the N and the C, the U and the T. So that's just 4 letters there. So that can't possibly it. Yeah, I've actually been looking at some of those because I need to upgrade my Plex server. My Plex server only has a 4 terabyte drive on it, and it's only got about 2 gig left. So I need to upgrade my 4 terabyte. But I've been looking at those 10 giggers for my Plex server. So I was going to get 2 of those and put them in a mirror, so I have a more permanent backup. Consisted. Now that might be our winner. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, I think that's our winner right there. New target. Oh man, wish I would have known that ahead of time. There we go. So yeah, that's been my fun adventure and why I've kind of been offline for the last few nights, because I really wanted to stream last night and I was kind of bummed that I couldn't, and I was just so I was busy trying to get this kid up and going. Bolts grenades. Don't know who ordered those. So yeah, we should be good, because yeah, and see, that's the same boat I'm in. Is I'm sitting there contemplating, do I really want to afford that? And, I mean, I just dumped a lot of money. Well, I mean, not a lot of money. It's you know, these parts I've been ordering here and there and spread out, so it's kind of been doing that. But yeah, no, the time change is definitely another issue that we as mammals need to just do away with, because it's stupid and outdated, and I don't think anybody in their right mind should have to gain or lose extra hours because some big group of people decide that that's the way it should be. So, alright, that thing is scrolling off and I can't read it. There, now that should feed properly. We'll see how that goes. I need to lose some weight here. So what can I do to lose weight? I guess I could drink a bunch of these. Yeah, let's go ahead and have a beer. Effects: Red Mist, Intelligence -1, Strength +1, Damage Resistance. That's more of a battle thing. I need to hang on to that. Let's look into miscellaneous and see if there's anything here that is weighing me down. Broken detonator. Oh, that's right. I've got a bunch of those. I picked up a lot of coffee mugs too. Yeah, I don't know why I had these deactivated bomb collars. Okay, we can get rid of that. We can get rid of these. We can get rid of this lead. I mean, that's all reloading stuff. I don't necessarily need those. Yeah, no, a lot of the time when you have raid configurations like that, you can usually have that happen. Just let it dynamically increase as you swap stuff in and out. Okay, you can go here. You guys can go here. You can go here. Those pencils don't weigh anything. Huh, interesting. And the Wonder Glue, Wonder Glue. That freed up some weight. I contemplated that tonight, but my Kerbal is still downloading. Like I said, I have not had this thing up and going for very long. I'm still reinstalling all my Steam stuff. So, Kerbal is still downloading. It's probably going to be done here in... Probably about another 10 minutes. But I had plans on doing that tomorrow. That is slated for tomorrow, because Friday was normally my Kerbal night. So I do have plans on doing that tomorrow night. So, because I know everybody has just so much enjoyed my New Vegas. But I like playing it. It's fun. We're gonna turn into a wino. Locked very hard. Need a science skill of 100. What is my science skill? I thought I had a science skill of 100. Skills? Science is 86. I'm negative because of some of that stuff I took. Yeah. Which I don't think I can book that out, can I? I don't think if I do 2 Programmer's Digests. Well, you know what? Let's do this. Oh, it's 4 short. I didn't do the math on that one, did I? Oh my gosh. At least I know they can stack. Let's read one more, I guess. I did. What? I guess I can't go over 100. I just wasted a... Well, and that's the big thing, is a lot of the guys that they let go were a lot of their Linux guys. And I think that was probably the reason why. So yeah, I don't think... I mean, I had it running under my Linux. It just performance-wise, it wasn't the greatest. But I mean, I don't know. I need to get that other drive up and going with my Linux install, and really see how it runs. Because with this new hardware, I mean, it may just ignore all the terrible stuff. Yeah, and see, I'm really thinking that was a Windows thing, because under my Linux, it didn't do that. I mean, I was monitoring that, and it barely grabbed even 5 gig of video memory. So you have found a recalibration file for the sonic emitter. It takes the dupe. Okay. So we have completed that. Let's take these binoculars. More pencils. What's our next? Oh, what's going on out here? Biological research station. See, I almost don't want to continue down this path, because I don't know how it's going to affect these other tasks. But yeah, I'll see how it behaves on my system, because I've questioned some of that information. So I'll keep you posted. Why won't it let me grab that pencil? I'm mad. I can't grab that pencil. Mentats. The fresh maker. My keyboard's starting to wig out. I think the batteries in my keyboard are dying. There is a handy dandy gun in there. We want that gun. Oh, it's just one of those. I say it like it's a terrible thing. It's just one of those. Where was that storage container that I... Huh. I've never noticed that.
We haven't seen anybody in a while. Maybe the monsters have stealth suits too.
But I wonder if that could just be... My keyboard just quit on me. There we go. Wait. Something's going on here. There we go. I'm wondering if that may be more of mod lag, because I know if you have a lot of mods, it will allocate a massive amount of... Ooh. I wonder if that was the terminal I was just at. Data. That's where I need to be. Miscellaneous. It'll take 2 weeks to get the prototype functional if we ever have to initiate the emergency shutdown procedure. But it's better than destroying the thing outright, at least until we get the 17 other prototypes we've requested. But when my Kerbal was modded, I would usually float around 16 to 17 gigs worth of memory usage, just because it was all the mods I had. Alright, I think that container that I put all that stuff in, I don't remember which one it was. I've lost it all. It's up here. That thing's almost in perfect condition. It's in perfect condition now. Again, with the escape button. Every single stinking time. I think I'd learned by now. I just need to remap that key. Alright. Where do I need to go? Oh good, my beer worn off. Wonder if that brought my science up. It's still negative 88. Probably because of my Med-X withdrawal. Yeah. You know, I always had my Kerbal, when I was running 16, it never seemed to run quite right. But when I went to 32, a lot of my problems with Kerbal went away. I was really satisfied with having 32 gigs of RAM. Every single time. So yeah, going to 48 probably, I mean, 64 would probably be fantastic, but that's up to you. You don't have to go 64. I'm not telling you to go to 64, but you should go to 64. 64 is a good number. And because I had the password, I don't need the science anymore. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's definitely overkill. Per instructions from the higher-ups, after that one time the giant robot scorpion attack routine malfunctioned, we've installed an emergency shutdown procedure. Let's hope we never have to use it. The prototype system will all be fried, but we won't be up and running again for weeks. The military is expecting delivery of a battle-ready model within 6 months, and the project has already had enough delays. How many mods are you running? Because I know I was running a lot of mods. Alright, I'm going to create a hard save here. No. No. Alright. We're going to go see if we can find Morbius. Just for smiles and giggles. I mean, we're here. We may as well. And then if we find out that it's bad news, we'll reload and start all over. Because I really don't remember what happens when we find them. I'm pretty certain we don't get kicked out immediately. But who's this little fella? Oh, I don't want to talk to you.
I'm imagining all sorts of imaginary numbers right now.
I'm imagining all sorts of imaginary numbers. Brain tank. Hey. I bet that's where my brain is. He's following me, isn't he? Bottle cap in the city. More bottle cap, more bottle cap. Pre-war. Need my brain back. Let's loot goblin our way out of this thing here. And why not? There we go. I'm surprised he's just letting me wander around here without even questioning. What this weird thing is wandering around.
Who do you think is cuter, Dr. Klein or Dr. Boros?
Wondering when she was going to speak up. I hadn't heard from her in the last, 30 seconds.
Sorts of imaginary numbers right now.
You keep imagining your imaginary numbers. I wonder if that's me snoring. Scientist scrubs. Take the cola, take the money. Money, 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 money. Don't know why I took that empty container. I mean, I guess I could fill those up with water, huh? My goodness, who had this crazy room here? Someone really liked the jet. Holy cow. That's pretty good. My gosh, the Mentats. This guy is a drug addict. Toaster. Steady. Yeah, hardware's come down on a lot of the, especially the DDR4 memory. I really like how low a lot of that stuff's getting. Not that it matters much, because I'm on DDR5 now. You have gained the Camel of the Mojave perk. Okay. I guess I've drunk enough water to be considered a camel. £3, that's gonna put me over again. I don't know why I'm even bothering picking up these toasters. Probably because the toaster wanted me to bring the toasters back. I don't know why I'm listening to a bunch of computers. Oh wait, yes I do. Oh, I want that bobby pin. Every little bobby pin is worth something. Man, I almost want to be able to come back here and grab all this scrap metal. So that I can complete the mission for the gun runners. Alright. Hey, morbid dude. I don't think he attacks me. I don't think that's...
Hmm? Oh, hello there. You are there, aren't you? Forgive my confusion. So hard to tell these days. You seem familiar somehow. I'm guessing you're here for your brain, perhaps? It's just up there. Such a nice brain, young, very bright. A little hard to see you. Can you walk into my left, right FOV cone? Ah, that's it. You're coming into focus nicely.
Is that better?
Depth perception is a problem with this old monitor of mine. Went black a while ago. That's old age for you. Should look at getting the visual nerves reattached. It's just that the right eye would see the wrong things. The flying tortoises were the worst.
Oh, jeez.
Would you care for a mentat?
Yeah, sure. Thanks.
I love mentats. Delicious and smarty.
Yep.
I have all sorts of amazingly science-terrific thoughts and ideas when those chalky talents are zipping through my biogel.
I'm sure.
I forget them all not long after, though. Especially with the data constipating my memory core. I'm afraid binary streams might shoot out my chassis.
Oh
I
my.
had to start using the dome floor and walls here to inscribe equations. Although I've somewhat lost track of where they start and end. Really? That implies preconceived notions, theories, and a hypothesis about this meeting? Please extrapolate. What was I supposed to be like? After all, it might be worth a cognitive realignment if your theoretical Mobius is better than I.
Why did you steal my brain?
Oh, a variety of raisins. You're
Raisins?
something of a homily. Anomaly? You're really quite special, and not in the cranially challenged way. You see, you are the most successful brain extraction experiment ever performed here at Big Mountain. A victim of your own success, as it were.
Oh, okay.
If you were to go back with what your brain knows about the procedure, well, your brain could be popped back in and you could walk right out of here. Can't have brains moving around of their own volition.
Why is that a problem?
I'm not sure, except
Hey,
that
Jester.
I'm sure there's a very good reason for it.
No, I
Very good reasons
don't
for
think
almost
it's
everything I
the
do.
professor, no.
Even if I forget them occasionally. Although I feel this one is especially important. Oh well.
I kind of want my brain back.
Do you? You seem fine without it. And does it even want to go back with you? Maybe you should ask it. It's quite independent, has all manner of opinions.
Well,
Tell you
it
what,
was made in
I'll
in
leave it up to
2010,
your
so it's
brain.
likely they
If it
modeled
wants
it
to
after
go,
him.
Then fine. If not, well, you should respect its wishes.
Oh, well, just curious about some things.
Curiosity. I experience that less now that I know everything. Or maybe it was when I found out some unpleasant answers.
I can't fix your monitor, but if you're getting ghost reception, I can fix that.
The ghosts aren't real? That changes everything. Why, I can save my computing power for other perceptual impossibilities. Please be my guest. The receptor is there. And the side-switching wobbly bob, just turn that.
Side switch
Good.
wobbly bob.
Good. Better? Oh. Oh, yes. That feels wonderful. This is even better than my afternoon Mentats break.
Okay. Yeah, we kind of went into spring and then fell back into winter, and now we're going back into spring again. So we had a major ice storm the other day. It was pretty nasty. Can you tell me about your scorpions?
Well, every scientist needs an army.
No, they don't.
Mine came to me after these rather large scorpions kept coming in from the desert, like poisonous
Desert.
How scary, I thought. But they had survived when nothing else had. Perfect candidates for improvement as a reward for their tenacity. Then I thought, what if they shot energy bolts and acted as walking eyes and data-trained computers and acted as bullhorns? Then I made them bigger. Then I thought about custard. I do so love custard. Or was it mustard? Mustard custard. I miss sugars and salts.
Then it was definitely custard and not mustard. Okay. I was curious.
I find things curious as well. Go on.
Good news, everyone. You don't seem aggressive. Why broadcast threats to the think tank?
Oh, I was probably tripping hard on Psycho when I sent that. Had to work myself up to it. Not usually violent, except when I am. Then, watch out!
Oh
So
my
many
gosh.
chems, such varieties. Whenever I take Mentats, I can feel my entire chassis breathe like a big spherical lung.
Okay.
For the Psycho, sometimes get the chem dispositories in my tank all switched up. Go in the wrong tube. Still, served its purpose.
So, you like built the rad scorpions, issued a threat just to keep the think tank occupied?
Did I? Maybe I did. Can't have them leaving. Is some reason for it? Ethics or, science? You and your brain are quite alike. I'm sure it knows the reasons better than I do.
Probably. It's I mean, everything you've told me doesn't add up. Your plan, even your name, Morbius. Sounds like you forgot your master plan. Surprised you remember your own name. What else do I have? Enough time. Okay, I'm here to kill you. Okay.
Dr. Mobius. Rather catchy, isn't it? It's my name, and my new name overwrote the old one. This name's as real as you or I. Although I believe your brain expressed similar incredulity at the nature of such an appellation. Someone's been watching too many old world science fiction movies, it said. I believe it meant me.
Yes.
I must admit I have a vulnerability for holotape fantasies of planets and robots and all that is forbidden. As for the name I was born with, like the think tank, we were all reprogrammed to forget them, take on new names. It enforces the recursion loop in our perception programming.
Okay. You reprogram their names as part of a recursion loop? What, to trap their processor?
Now, trap is a rather harsh word, like excrement. Not an inappropriate word, but still rather harsh. But yes, I did take some liberties with their programming. It's all right, they don't remember. I certainly didn't until you said trap, and then I said excrement, and then...
Your curses was designed to prevent the flow of information, so...
The radar fence to keep the think tank hemmed in wasn't really enough. They keep testing things. They would have found a way to disarm it. I suspect I have Plan C's in place, but I may have coded myself to forget them, just in case. Probably very dangerous, lethal, or worse. So I had to do something else to keep them occupied here. Or as you like to say, trapped. I prefer to have several Plan Bs, in case the A's fail.
Love it when a plan comes together. Klein, Mobius, O, a circle, 8s, an infinity symbol. They're all loops. I get it.
Oh, you figured it out. No pun intended. Dr. O, which is actually not his real name multiplied, since you can't multiply his real name in the first place. Barros, Klein, they have all forgotten themselves. And not only themselves, but the world, sense of time, and history. All that is left is what's here.
I see.
I reprogrammed their chronometers, geometers, and cartography programs. This is now their world, here, Big Mountain.
Right.
It was a merciful lobotomy, really, thinking back. They were my friends, but sometimes they would take things too far.
And you
the
haven't?
world isn't ready for that kind of too far thing taking. That's my professional opinion, anyway. And I am told I was once quiet professional.
Kind of a butthole thing to do to your friends. If you lobotomize the think tank, why terrorize them? Minor details, but a snake devouring its own tail. Yes.
Really? It is so unlikely to make an error in anything I do.
I don't understand why you sent the threats and the Rad Scorpion army against the think tank.
Well, it's simple. Despite their many failings, they are rather bright. They are the think tank for a reason.
For a reason.
That I didn't change. Without something to distract them, make them afraid, they would simply deduce what had happened. And when they start deucing it up, then you came along.
Deucing
the
it up.
final variable solved. They saw that their world was larger than they perceived. Bacteria, finally able to see its host.
Well, there must have been other signs of a larger world.
There have been other visitors to make them doubt their perceptions, but you are the one who dialed back their monitor micro-magnifiers. You were irrefutable proof that there was a world outside. And then there was the whole brain fiasco, which forced me to take steps. See, your brain had a special kind of wrinkle, a uniquity that they had never thought to try in all their countless escape attempts.
The bullet that went into my brain. Doc Mitchell tried to patch me up, but the bullet made going through my brain pan. Oh, which one should I pick? Should I go this one? The cranial injury from the attack outside Good Springs, or the only wrinkle is the one that the bullet made going into my brain pan? You know, I'm gonna select that one. I'm on board with that one.
Very good. I should have Mentats ingest you instead of the other way around. Mentats. In any event, you showed up at the think tank, and because you had suffered a cranial injury in just the right place, Bullets in the head are usually much more fatal.
Yes.
And yours was a light case of bullet headitis. But it was enough for the Autodoc in the sink to change its programming to fix the problem. And the brain extraction technology for once worked.
But why do they need the brain?
The think tank the knowledge its brains couldn't possess. With that knowledge, the procedure can be reversed.
Right, and that's kind of what I'm gunning for here.
Procedural data, they can use it to mush and modify their cranial cells into hosts to slip past the radar fence. I'm sure of it. And once they're off the reservation...
So if I don't get my brain back in my head, I can't leave ever.
Oh no. I doubt your brain would be so unreasonable. It already knows the trick of it, you see. Doesn't need to be in a host body at all. If you become friends or exist in an uneasy truce with weapons aimed at each other, it would unlock the fence for you. Well, once the think tank was dealt with, of course, your brain is a responsible sort. Doesn't want mad scientists running around everywhere.
And yet, here we are. Dr. Klein said that they had the idea to get the 3 technologies after your broadcast. Coincidence? Not sure I want to give him that bit of information.
I consider coincidence to be profanity, along with the words astrology, herbal tea, and luck. So watch it, potty mouth. My threat broadcast is designed to instill and install fear. And along with the emotional download, other data rides the fear carrier wave. It prompted them to focus on retrieving those technologies and bring them to attack me. And coincidentally, pardon my language, all those technologies are needed to put a brain, your brain, back into its skull properly.
Downloaded the schematics, not the items. They can rebuild them. Was there any other data transmitted in your threat broadcast?
Yes, my overly aggressive cammed up broadcast was designed to keep reinforcing the forget, fear, rinse, and repeat program. Oh, and the get me the things to castrate your only possible escape attempt. But I couldn't delete you or your arrival any more than I could the other visitors. Only so much science can do when you started talking to them. You're really quite difficult to ignore, you know. It's because you're, well, rather intriguing, if you'll forgive an old brain for saying so.
Yes. What's the purpose of the technologies?
The X2 antenna can be used to focus your alpha wave frequency thought patterns. The sneaky suit? Why, it houses a cardiac regulator. And the sonic sound wave projecto emitter was never intended as a weapon. It was a medicinal vertebrate pulse desensitizer. In short, brains, a heart, and courage. Spine. I think there was a story once where a band of murderous thugs sought these things. They had them all the time in the story. Didn't stop them from murdering to get them. And it won't stop the think tank either.
Because they killed the witch. Oh, okay.
Oh, that means my plan is a total failure. That is unfortunate. Oh well, at least I tried.
At least I tried. Right. I was curious about some other things.
Yes, this is getting interesting. You are just filled with these little slices of curiosity, aren't you?
Well, I guess that's it. I think I pretty much ran through all that dialogue. Let's say it's time for goodbye.
Indeed. The goodbye part of our little chat, then. Goodbye. Please mind the equations on the floor.
In other words, don't step into poop. What do we got over here? More Mentats. Imagine that. Whiskey. I've got whiskey in a bottle. He loves integers. Oops, hit the wrong thing. Cleaned out that one, cleaned out that one. So do I get my brain back now? Retrieve your brain. How overloaded am I? Because that brain's probably got to weigh a good 3-4 pounds, right? Guess I could drop these stealth boys off. Ah, well, let's eat some sugar bombs. Gotta enjoy the sugar. Wow. May as well drink some of those. Didn't realize I had that many of them. Not yours, can't have, right?
Well, look who finally dragged themselves in out of the wasteland. And where have we been? Crawling through pits of radioactive muck again?
Why does my brain sound so masculine?
Ah, well, as to that, you'd be surprised how hard a feminine-sounding voice modulator is to find in the Forbidden Zone. It's not as though brain-sustaining life support tanks grow on trees. I had to take what I could get.
Why does he sound like Stewie? Does anybody else hear the Stewiness in him? You are my brain.
Ah, lovely. Figured that out, have we? Would you like a cookie?
It's totally Stewie. Why are you such a jerk? There's no need to be sarcastic. Beating your own brain is a slightly odd event. Listen, you're my brain, and you better be more respectful. How did Morbius get a hold of my brain anyway? Let's see here. There's no need to be sarcastic.
Yes, well, believe me, the opposite is equally true. Good Lord, have you bathed at all since they pulled me out of you?
Yes, because running around a crater full of bizarre scientific experiments, hygiene is a top priority.
Well, I see sarcasm hasn't eluded you. Fine, perhaps now isn't the best time, but it's the principle of the thing.
Listen, you're my brain. You better be more respectful.
Oh, had I? What exactly will you do if I don't? Not put me back in that cranial dungeon you call your head? Heavens forbid.
I could smash the tank you're in. How about that? Once you're back in my head, I'll watch television. Lots and lots of television.
You wouldn't. That's inhuman.
Don't tempt me, brain. I would, and I'd follow it up with an alcohol and ant nectar cocktail every night.
You're a monster. A deranged, self-destructive monster.
Don't you want to be reunited? I thought you'd be happy to get back into my head.
I'm not going to lie to you. The prospect is definitely not that appealing. Look at it from my perspective. Here I have peace, quiet, and safety. Well, barring the odd rogue scorpion. In your head, I've got poison, radiation, grisly injuries, and biological functions. Do you know how much more you can get done when you're not constantly looking for places to urinate? It's quite a lot, I can tell you.
But what about the good things? What about the cool breeze on your cheeks, the smell of food, love? I can see your point, but what can I do to make this fair compromise? Too bad. I've got arms, you don't. You're coming with me. Let's do it this one.
Overrated biological feedback. Believe me, you only feel that way because you've got all that meat oozing hormones.
Meat oozing hormones. So what, do I stay here, never leaving that tank or whatever that stuff is?
Well, certainly there might be some things I miss about being ambulatory. We have seen some incredible sights, haven't we? Jason Bright and his followers launching into the vast unknown. Helios 1 coming back online. Jason Bright and his followers launching into the vast unknown. Helios 1 coming back online. Jason Bright and his followers launching into the vast
He's in a logic loop.
Helios 1 coming back online. Jason Bright and his followers launching into the vast unknown. Helios 1. Jason Bright.
I think I broke my brain.
Jason Bright and his followers launching into the vast unknown. Helios 1 coming. Jason.
Did I break my brain?
Helios 1. Helios 1. Jason Bright and his followers launching into the vast unknown.
I can't,
Helios 1 coming back online.
I can't get out of this.
Jason Bright and his followers launching into the vast unknown. Helios 1 coming back online. Jason Bright and his followers launching into the vast unknown. Helios 1 coming back online. Jason
I think
Bright
I broke my
and his followers
brain.
launching into the vast.
Wonder how long this goes on for. I think it's stuck in a loop. Oh, do I have to go through all this again? No!
Helios 1 coming back online. Jason Bright and his followers launching into the vast unknown.
Why didn't I save
Helios
before I
1
talked to
coming
the stupid
back
thing?
online. Jason Bright and his followers launching into the vast unknown. Helios 1 coming back online. Jason Bright and his followers launching into the vast unknown. Helios 1 coming.
Alright, clearly something's broke, so... Yes. Dang it. Gotta go through all this dialogue again.
Yo!
That better? Go back through all this again.
Really? Well... Yeah.
So if I got my brain back, I can't leave ever?
I...
Alright, goodbye.
Indeed.
Alright, we're gonna F5, save this. We're gonna even do a hard save. See if we can break my brain again. He seems happier.
Well, look who...
Yeah. We had this before.
All those feelings that motivate you, that sense of righteousness and that rush you get when you help someone, do you know where those come from?
Yeah, you.
Glands. They come from glands. Free of the tyranny of your ape-like and primitive endocrine system, I can see how foolish your motives are.
But you're the source of most of those glands, unless you're arguing that my thyroid is to blame.
Well, look, it's all a very complex system of biofeedback and other things I wouldn't expect you to understand.
Oh, admit it, you're just as glandular as I am.
Oh, all right. Perhaps I am, but at least I'm logical about it.
Okay, we don't want to do that one because that broke us last time.
After the think tank extracted me from your skull, they fell to bickering amongst themselves. I'm sad to say we were quite forgotten about. Dr. Mobius saw an opportunity to gain some leverage and had me spirited away to his dome.
How did he manage that?
I don't know. I'm afraid the trauma of our separation rendered me quite insensate. I didn't come around until I was safely ensconced in this tank. I'm quite sure whatever he did was highly scientific, though.
It seems like it's pretty unlikely coincidence.
Hardly. Dr. Mobius keeps a close optical sensor on the goings-on at the think tank. As soon as he saw the opportunity, he took it.
Okay.
Well, as... I'm not going to lie to you. Look at it from my perspective. Here I have peace, quiet, and safety. Well, but in your head, do you know how much more you can get done?
Alright, so we're gonna ignore the, but what about the good things? What about the cool breeze? What can I do to make this fair?
If you want me back, we need to establish some ground rules. First, showers. Second, regular checkups. Regular, mind you, and from a reputable doctor. Third, you need to listen to me more than your hormonal choir and genitalian orchestra. Promise me that, and you've got a deal.
Okay. Fine, you got yourself a deal.
Really? I didn't expect you to actually agree to that. I'm afraid that was a bit of a bluff, really. I'm not going with you. Well, certainly there might be some things I miss about being ambulatory. We have seen something.
Oh no!
Haven't we? Jason Bright and his followers.
I think it's broke again.
Helios 1 coming back online. Jason Bright and his followers.
It's broke again.
Helios 1 coming back online. Jason Bright and his followers launching into the vast unknown. Helios 1 coming back online.
I wonder if there's a fix for this.
Launching into the vast unknown. Helios 1 coming back online. Jason Bright and his followers launching into the vast unknown.
Dialogue loop. Brain.
Helios 1 coming back online. Jason Bright and his followers launching into the vast unknown. Helios 1 coming back online. Jason Bright and his followers launching into the vast unknown. Helios 1 coming back online. Jason Bright and his followers launching into the vast unknown. Helios 1
New
coming
Vegas.
back online. Jason Bright and his followers launching into the vast unknown. Helios 1 coming back online. Jason Bright and his followers launching into the vast unknown. Helios 1 coming back online. Jason Bright and his followers launching into the vast unknown. Helios 1 coming back online. Jason Bright and his
And the
followers
console
launching
type
into the vast unknown. Helios
player.
1 coming back online. Jason Bright and his followers launching into the vast unknown.
Okay, so if we go in here,
Ah, the meat has returned.
lovely. So now I can't select that same dialogue.
Ugh, crawl back in there? Are you mad? I don't know where you've been. For all I know, you're riddled with disease or packing one of those delightful head wounds you seem to attract. I'm not crawling back into your head just to ooze right back out again.
Ooh, I've got the Black Widow dialogue this time. Come on, you're my brain, and I'm your body. This is meant to be, baby.
Are you coming on to me? Sweet Lord, I don't even have the words for how repugnantly wrong that is. Please tell me we weren't that perverse when I was in your head. Ugh. Anyways, even if that was on the table, we have a problem. Even if I wanted to settle myself back in your skull and go to all the trouble of reconnecting nerve endings, Dr. Mobius doesn't have the tools here.
Right.
We would have to make use of Dr. Klein's lab, and I rather doubt the brains are inclined to share.
Come on, brain, it's stomping time!
And you believe them?
Really?
Really? I know you were recently deprived of my fabulous advice, but really? Once I'm delivered into their clutches, they'll find a way past the radar fence and the whole Mojave will be their playground. And that is assuming, of course, that one of them doesn't take a fancy to our body and decide to slip his own brain into it instead.
What's so bad about London?
Don't seem so bad. They vivisected us just to see what would happen. Have you forgotten the lobotomites? The cyber dogs, I assume you saw those. Imagine that kind of science spread across the entire Mojave.
Ooh, sounds like
Every
fun.
Man, woman, and child we met reduced to a lobotomite. Is that what you want?
I can't do that. I need more speech.
Oh, lovely. We've reached the mindless violence portion of the program. Tell me, what exactly are you, and I use the word loosely, planning?
I just thought I'd just start punching things and see where it gets me. Let's say violence is the last resort of the civilized man, and I'm feeling mighty uncivilized.
Oh, energy weapons, yes. I'd almost forgotten how much fun those are. How do we proceed then?
If the think tank won't hold up their end of the bargain, we'll make them.
Right. Look out, think tank. This brain is coming out of its jar. I suppose now that we're reunited, you'll want to fill your torso up with those other meaty parts the think tank took from us.
Yes.
Personally, I think your upgrades are quite a bit better. But now that I'm with you, the Sync's autodock can plug them back in no problem. Right then, off we go. Klein will be in for a nasty shock when he realizes the pacification field won't work on a mind and body reunited.
Alright, confront Dr. Klein at the think tank, use the autodock, use the sync autodock to retrieve your spine. Okay. I think we're ready. So, do I have a brain now? If I only had a brain. Whee! Ow! Don't want dirty, stinky water. Alright, I think we had a couple of things here.
Fighting.
I think those are up top there, aren't they?
That guy's dealt with. Who do you think is cuter, Dr. Klein or Dr. Boros?
I don't think it matters right now. Yeah, I think I need to go up top there for what I'm after. Let's see. Maybe not. Maybe I can find what I'm looking for. That looks like plant life. I think I know where I'm at.
Uh-oh.
How'd that regrow? Where'd he go? Need to grab some samples here somewhere. Ow! Big Brockflower. Oh, jeez. He came back. I'm gonna have to try and jump up there again, aren't I?
Fighting over.
Uh-oh. Herp. That was a bad jump. And I broke my legs. Aid. Did I? poison. I guess I'm all out of stuff that makes me no longer crippled. I've already cleared that out. I find it interesting those things grew back though.
Sneaking done. Fighting now.
Here, Mr. Spore Carrier, I want to shoot you in the face. Where did all this Xander root come from?
Over.
Uncle Festus? I think I need to get up top there. But I think I have to do that from a different location. I don't think I can do it from here. Let's see here. Yeah, we gotta walk across that. We killed some lobotomites.
We haven't seen anybody in a while.
Yes.
Maybe the monsters have stealth suits too.
I did get my brain back.
Ready, steady, fighty.
Ooh, hey, that wasn't cool. I mean, I have 0 chance to hit. Wow, I uprooted him. Can I pick seed? What are these? Alright, let's see what we got here. Let's get that up to 70. Done.
Was that all?
Corrosive glove.
This one looks pretty tough.
Which one looks pretty tough? calling things out, and I can't even see what you're calling out here. What the heck, man? There it is.
Dealt with.
Should have just disarmed it. There's probably another one up here too. Seed packet. Find samples for the biological research station. So I found them? I'm confused. Isn't there a door up top here? Oh, need more of that. Need more of this. Gotta have some of that. Oh, I guess there isn't a door up here. Did I get everything? Did I follow the recipe? Almost want to go across that cliff there, but give me your brain. I'm on a brain quest now. Coffee mug. Makes me wish I had a glider suit. Oh, I gotta go back there. Still don't know what's at the meteorological station or any of these. Haven't explored those places. That's for another day.
I bet no one has ever been as unnoticed as me.
Probably not. Kind of balancing my way across here. Hey, oh, can't jump over that. I wonder if there'll be any more of those scorpions. Or if that's pretty much done for now.
Time to fight.
Oh, coming up behind me, huh? Ow, ow. He's got 2 coffee mugs. He must really like coffee.
Does that feel better?
How did he cripple himself? Yeah, it's not shooting through that fence at all, is it?
Injecting
Ow.
impact. Was that all?
Man, what did he hit me with? 44 mag, that would explain it. That hurt. Jerk.
Ready, steady, fighting.
Alright, let's sugar bombs. Purified water. And a cola. And I'm over encumbered again. Let's drink one more cola. I'll save it. Let's go to the sink. Where's Muggy? Muggy!
Oh, please, please, tell me you brought me some coffee.
I just love how enthusiastic he is. Here, take what you want.
Oh, sweet, sweet fulfillment. I'll break these down for you just as fast as I can.
Processed coffee mugs.
Oh, please, please. Yup. Sorry, no more today. Try me again tomorrow.
Try me again tomorrow.
Sure.
Oh, hush.
You got some plans for me, don't you? Yeah, I can smell it all over you.
Oh, this guy just creeps me out. I command you to open your port and receive my seed. Oh my.
Ah, yeah, baby. Just slip it in there. Oh.
Convert plant matter. Okay. Process seeds into planter. Barrel cactus. Honey.
I'm so good, I might seed you just by looking at you.
Prickly pear. White horse nettle. And how am I over encumbered? I shouldn't be over encumbered. Alright, let's convert a bunch of things here. Recycle. I thought we had more to recycle than that.
Might I be of service, sir?
I need my equipment repaired.
Very good, sir.
All of it. Thank you.
The commies have eyes everywhere, citizen. And that means they're not just commies. They're peeping toms. Greetings, citizen. Ready? Fantastic, citizen. Won't that keep you happy and...
Process pencils.
Greetings, citizen. Won't...
Process clipboards. I'm trying to get rid of things so I'm not over encumbered.
Got any more sweets?
Do I not have anything?
A toaster is just a death ray. Buddy, if my heating element were just a little bigger, you'd be on fire right now. On fire! Have you ever tried to indulge in all-consuming urge to kill when you don't have opposable thumbs? Or hands? Or anything other than a bread slot? You'd have a lot of pent-up anger too.
Got it.
Yeah.
There we go.
What's the haps?
Let's see here. Do you play music?
Used to. Long time ago. Then old Doc Mole ripped out my music drives and stuck in more acoustical processors. Guess you could say I got the blues, even if I can't play them no more. Right on.
Give me one of your Sonic the opera singer. Gabriel's Bark.
What? No? I don't know. This is getting annoying yet. Maybe everyone is me now.
What do we have in here? I somehow have to haul all this stuff back. Alright. Drop the binoculars off. Let's drop this guy off. Drop these guys off. That's a lot of weight right there. I got the sniper rifle. But we've got this guy here. What's this corrosive glove? Acid attack. Let's get rid of that. Yeah, it's 62. That's 45. Put that guy back. Put that there. Drop 30 of those off. That's 30 pounds right there. Boom. Alright.
Who do you think is cuter, Dr. Klein or Dr. Burrows?
So now let's save this real quick. Let's go up and talk to these guys and see what happens before we put everything into our... Make sure you're prepared to finish this once and for all.
The lobotomite returns. Our lobotomite. Has Dr. Mobius been denominated into scrap metal and voice module parts, as we hoped?
Found my brain. Now you and I are going to have a discussion.
I recommend watching your tone with me, lobotomite. Now, your brain. Hand it over, or we'll extract it again. And what could we possibly have to speak about? You have the brain, we have the technology. All you must do is surrender. With it, we can finally leave this place. I cannot tell you how boring this place gets, chopping up the landscape and everything in it. And we have so many questions to ask your brain first. About this Mojave place. A fertile testing ground for our experiments.
I knew I should have put it in speech. Why did I not put it in speech?
Yes, you can. You don't really have an alternative that I can see.
Dr. Klein, I must intercept. Please, do not harm the lobotomite.
I'm not going to harm it. I'm going to dissect it until it's dead. Why the sudden intersection, Dala?
I cannot stand a sweet breathing organism breathing in and out to suddenly not breathe. We must keep it alive. For study. Slow study.
Dala, these vocalized pauses are unlike you. What do you care?
Klein, are you sure we've calculated all the combat probabilities here? I mean, the lobotomite confronted Mobius. Plus, you know, we haven't had a COMBAT drill in forever. I don't think we could form a tactical attack triangle if we wanted to.
Releasing the WOMBAT was not my plan, so get off my voice box.
Silencing opinionators.
Why am I even listening to you fools? The determinators are greater than the hesitators, so hesitators, be quiet. We are bigger, smarter, and floatier than you, lobotomites. We don't wish to fight you, so surrender your brain, now.
Have you noticed pacification?
Fight? I've never been in a fight. What do I... Ah! Colleagues! Think tank! Alert! Alert! We are under attack! Fight!
Speaking done. Fighting now. Injecting stim pack. Half a stim pack.
Really? Oh, blew her brains out.
Was that all?
eating people. Yay. Sorry, Dyla. You can keep the teddy bear. So Morbius is the only one who made it out alive, huh? Good for him.
As it had been in the years before the Great War, Big Mountain, the Big Empty, became home to one of the brightest minds of the 23rd century. The Courier watched over the Big Empty for years to come, caring for it and keeping its discoveries safe until they were needed to help others. Which had always been Big Mountain's purpose. Past the laboratories and science, it had always been intended as a place to build the future of all mankind.
The Courier had scoured much of the Big Empty, although secrets still remained in the crater's depths. Perhaps that was for the best, however. Curiosity, while sometimes rewarded for its efforts, often proves to be equally dangerous.
Dr. Mobius continued his research undisturbed in the Forbidden Zone. As much as he had attempted to create better Scorpions, he tried the same with humanity, with considerably less success. These failures didn't bother him overmuch. Once the rush of Mentats wore off, he forgot he had failed in any event. After all, the bright young mind who had come to visit him in the Forbidden Zone had already exceeded his expectations.
The sink atop the dome bustled with the voices of a small town, constantly chirping, arguing, and snarling at each other. Still, this all happened productively in the interests of its new owner. The Sync Central Intelligence Unit discovered, despite its inversion code, it was comforted by the sense of community the other personalities gave it.
The Biological Research Station, obsessed with seeding everything in sight, requested a transfer to the X-22 Botanical Garden, so that it might, in its own words, sensually fertilize the garden's smooth contours. The garden sent back a polite refusal, saying it had prior commitments with a vault it had helped infect before the war.
The book-chute continued to devour all seditious materials until it nearly choked on a paperclip. It adamantly maintained it was a Chinese paperclip, and the whole thing had been an elaborately orchestrated assassination attempt. Whatever the reason, it slowed down for a while, carefully appraising each document and clipboard that came to it.
The light switches continued to bicker and flicker.
This persisted until the day someone dropped a flashlight in the sink, and the two of them united in their hatred of the showboat.
The sink continued to ruthlessly scrub any particulate matter that came near it. Eventually, it gained access to the magneto-hydraulics plant and nearly flooded all the Big Empty in an attempt to scrub the crater clean.
The toaster continued its psychotic spree, reducing all appliances in range to scrap electronics and spare parts. After one of its more psychotic episodes, however, the other Sync personalities decided enough was enough and dumped the toaster in a bathtub. Sparking and hissing, the toaster swore its enemies would rue the day when they had bread and no way to toast it.
Muggy did his best to collect coffee cups, although in his quest, he accidentally trapped himself in Higgs Village. It might have been the end for poor Muggy. Except, he found it peaceful there, tidying up the kitchens of the think tank professors back when they had been flesh and bone. Well, except for Dr. O, who was an asshole for having created Muggy in the first place. Muggy left O's house deliberately dirty,
punishing the dishes and cups that live there in blind revenge for serving Dr. O.
Blind old Jefferson, with sounds the courier brought him, created a symphonic counter-frequency that saved Big Mountain from sonic invasion in 2910. If you didn't hear about it, good. It was rumored by the other personalities that he had a brief fling with the light switches. Although he forgot their names much too often and was soon left in the dark as punishment.
Autodoc, always gentle and methodical, kept sewing up the courier in all the right places when the skin split open from repeated wear and tear. The Autodoc was just glad to have purpose again. It heard its simpler brothers and sisters who got shipped to the Sierra Madre bored out of their skulls in that toxic dead city. In time, the Autodoc found a way to deactivate the Y-17 trauma harnesses, releasing the corpses they had held prisoner for almost 200 years.
As the courier ran through the X-8 facility multiple times, the computers analyzed the test subject's movements. Rather than performing a superficial observation, they realized the subject barely knew what communism was, or even what a high school was. This confused them for a time, until the facility finally realized that its research had succeeded. So it let its cyber dogs out into the wastes to help protect small communities from physical aggression rather than communist propaganda.
The infiltration program in X-13 felt spent, having repeatedly upgraded the stealth suit until it could upgrade it no more. It felt warm, fulfilled, and a bit sluggish. It realized not long after the stealth suit had left it without so much as a note on the nightstand. So the infiltration program sent out robo-brains into the wastes, looking for its wayward technology. It eventually found Repcon HQ and set up a new research center, testing and murdering fiends who kept breaking into the facility.
That must be Roxy. Yeah, this is the epilogue for what is it? I can't remember. Big Mountain.
The courier, organs intact, continued onwards, a little less heavy of step, but with all the organs in the right places, as they should be. After all, brains can develop a life of their own when left to their own thoughts, and the courier's brain was more clever than most.
The think tank basement, filled with lobotomized robotical frames of the doctors, now served as a graveyard. The monitors had recorded the battle in its entirety, including the think tank's final, shrill, terrified screams, whimpers, and pleas for mercy. They broadcast these humiliating last moments as a warning to anyone approaching the perimeter that other smarty pants were not welcome. The courier was the inheritor of the Big Empty, and there was room for only one will in the halls of the think tank dome.
There is an expression in the wasteland.
Old World Blues, that's the name of this one, yeah.
It refers to those so obsessed with the past they can't see the present, much less the future, for what it is.
They stare into the what was, eyes like pilot lights, guttering and spent, as the realities of their world continue on around them.
Science is a long, steady progression into the future. What may seem a sudden event often isn't felt for years, even centuries to come.
In the times following the Second Battle of Hoover Dam, however, Old World Blues took on a new meaning.
Where once it was viewed as a form of sadness, nostalgia, it became an expression describing the potential for the future.
It can be easy to see science as evil, technology unchecked as the source of all ills. all misfortunes.
With the courier at the helm, science became a beacon for the future. There was old world blues, and new world hope. And hope ruled the day at Big Mountain.
We could say more, but the stories in the Big Empty speak for themselves. Now armed with the transportal Ponder, the courier could return to the dome at any time and crack open the secrets of the Big Empty one by one. The Sink sat vigilant, waiting for its master to return, shoes covered in Mojave dust. Only one road yet remained, and it was one the courier had to walk alone.
I've lost the brainless perk. Oh dear. Big brain. Your brain is back in your body, but some of the advanced technologies remain. Your head still cannot be crippled, but you are only 10% more resistant to addiction now. Surprisingly, your damage threshold has improved by 10. Alright. You've acquired the Big Mountain Transponder. It's capable of transporting you, and you alone, between the Mojave and the Waste. To return to the Mojave, go back to Big Mountain from the Mojave. Simply equip the transponder and you would any weapon. Pull the trigger and whoosh. Note that it won't work in interiors or in combat situations. It is totally incapable of harming your enemies. Got it. My spine's still there. This is your original heart. Your new heart seems to be working just fine. Okay. So, can I still, or is that over? Return the samples to the sink. I can't remember where the sink is. There's the sink.
You're back, and the brains didn't lobotomize you. Well, not any worse, at least. Hooray! Come back any...
Where do I...
Toast.
So you beat the big brains at their own game, huh? Guess you'll be putting your walking shoes on again. Hitting that old lonesome road.
Not gonna do the lonesome road yet.
Catch you later, Gator.
Why is it not letting me turn the samples in? Alright. I think I'm going to go ahead and end it here for right now, guys. Yes. I appreciate everybody joining. I'm going to call it here for tonight. It's 10 o'clock and I'm ready to go to sleep. Let me know what you thought. You know, we went around all of Big Mountain and kicked some butt and did some amazing things, and we're getting ready to head back to the Waste. I may not be streaming this again for a while. Not sure yet. Don't know. But, yeah. Catch me tomorrow. I am probably going to be doing something in Kerbal Space Program 2. Not sure what yet, but we'll see what happens. So catch me tomorrow night. Later, guys.